Have you ever heard someone say your brand is not your logo? Yep, your brand is actually not your logo. As a matter of fact, it is not your product, it is not your colors, it is not the name of your business. What it is exactly what people feel when they interact with you. It is exactly what people say when you are not in the room. That is your brand. Now, if you want to build a strong and memorable brand, even if you're just starting, well, this is the video for you, and this is how to do it. Let's start with the first mistake that most people do. The first thing they do is they start by designing and not defining. Most entrepreneurs feel the urge to go to a graphic designer and say, come up with a very beautiful logo for my business, and this is what I do. When in reality, what they should be focusing on is defining who they are, what they stand for, and the people that they serve. This is exactly what gives your business direction. If you don't know who you are, then what do you expect people to take you for? If you don't know what you stand for, then what do you expect people to gain from you? And who are the people that you serve to begin with? You have to be selective when it comes to who you serve. You cannot serve everybody. That's the reality. This is one of the first mistakes that a lot of entrepreneurs do. They think that, well, my business is serving everybody. Your business cannot serve everybody. You have to choose a target market. And that target market will be exactly what would shape your product. So how do you go about defining your product? It's very simple. You just put it in a sentence like this. We help young women feel strong and beautiful without breaking the bank. Now, this exactly states who you are, what you serve, and who you serve. Now, if you look at my YouTube channel, which is an extension of my business, I always talk to entrepreneurs because that is my target audience. So my clarity statement is I help entrepreneurs leverage branding in catapulting their businesses from 0 to 100 real quick. See, that talks about who I am, what I do, and who I serve. That sentence alone can shape your entire brand, from visuals to caption to customer experience. Now let's talk about the next big thing. Your brand is not just what people see, it's what they experience. Most people get obsessed with brand colors and logo mockups, where in reality, your customers are not going to consume your mockups. Your brand is what people feel when they order from you. How you reply their DM, your tone of voice in the email, what the packaging looks like when it arrived, and all of that. Those are the things that your customers care about. The goal is to make sure that every customer touchpoint is aligned. So map that journey from the first time people hear about you, to when they buy from you, to when they recommend someone else. And at every stage, ask yourself, does this reflect our brand? Because take a look at this. If you say you are premium, but your website looks very cheap and basic, then that's off-brand. For the same reasons why if you say you are friendly, but then it takes you 4 or 5 days to reply DMs, then there's a huge disconnect. Branding is how you consistently show up everywhere. Now, here's something very powerful. Most brands don't tell stories, and that's a huge missed opportunity. People don't ordinarily connect to products, they connect to stories. Your story, your why, the journey behind your business is what people get connected to. Now, instead of telling your customers what you sell, tell them why you started. So for example, if you're a baker, you could tell your customers, I started this bakery with 1 tray and a big dream. And today I serve over 1,000 cakes and I want to help other women do the same as me. Now that is exactly what attracts people and it gets them to connect with you on a deeper level. That's not branding, that is magnetic. Stories make people care, and when they care, they buy. That's the truth. The next thing is your brand voice. A lot of people invest in visual identities and forget about verbal identity. Your brand should sound like a real personality. It should feel like there's a life behind your brand. You have to decide once and for all whether you're serious or playful or bold or whatever it is, and stay consistent to that particular tone. Then apply it in everything you do. Social media posts, emails, voice notes, advertisements, and what have you. Every single thing that comes out of your brand should sound the same. Nike, for example, sounds powerful. Apple sounds clean and premium. Duolingo, on the other hand, sounds cheeky. Pick your own lane and stay in it. Most brands are inconsistent. That's why they are forgettable. They change logos every year. They post different styles every week. Today they sound professional. Tomorrow they post jokes and slangs. That's the problem. You create confusion for your customers. Now, if you're already having this problem, the best way to fix it is repetition. Repetition breeds recognition, and consistency builds trust. When you put the two together, that's powerful. Create a brand kit. It should include your logo, your colors, your tone of voice, your tagline, and the rest of your brand assets. Create templates for your posts and design so that you can consistently use them repetitively. Build a weekly structure or a monthly structure if you have to, but don't just show up randomly, show up consistently and intentionally. Now, another thing that you have to do is you have to try as much as you can to make sure that your audience are the hero in everything you say or post, not yourself. Yes, I know a lot of entrepreneurs are guilty of this. Every single time they post, it's all about them and them and them and them and not their audience. We're passionate about skincare. We love passion. We have a dream. Your customer don't care about your dream. Your customer don't care about your passion. They care about what is in for them. And what they want to hear from you is something like, we help people like you feel more confident every day, starting with your skin. Now, do you see the difference? Talk about them, talk about their pain, talk about their dreams and their transformation. That's all they care about. And that's how you build a connection. A lot of people think that branding is when you create a logo and you post it on social media and that is all. Or it's a one-time project that once you're done, you're done. No. Branding is a continuous dance. It never finishes. You will continue to do branding until the day that your brand dies. I always like to give this analogy that branding is like giving birth to a baby. You don't just give birth to the baby and then stop there. No, you have to clean the baby, you have to feed the baby, you have to train the baby how to talk, you have to take the baby to the school, all of these things translate to your brand values, your brand messages, your consistency, the brand name that you have, the colors you use, the designs that you post, all of this go hand in hand together. You would consistently keep doing branding and it evolves with time. Now let's wrap this up. If you want a brand that actually works and stick in people's mind, you have to start with clarity. You have to define who you are, what you serve, and who you serve. And then you design with purpose. You speak with consistency, you tell better stories, and always show up like the brand you want to be remembered for. Now, before we go, I have a little bit of challenge for you. Drop your business name and a short description in the comment section. Tell me what you do, who you serve, and what you stand for. I'll take a good look and give you feedback as soon as I can. In the meantime, stay branded.